Hello everyone, how's it going? I'm WoWcrendor and welcome back to another episode of World of Crendor, where I answer the questions you submit to me on twitter.com/Crendor and facebook.com/Crendor. So, let's get right into it. First question comes from Christian Hughes, and they ask, what do you think of the Warcraft film so far, and will you be seeing it on release? So what do I think of it so far? From everything I've seen, it looks pretty good. I think my biggest worry is that it's going to be a mediocre Lord of the Rings type film, or like a video game movie where they don't, you've seen video game movies, right? If you've seen video game movies, you know what I mean. So I don't want it to just be that kind of cheesy middle of the road, like 6 out of 10 is okay, IGN. But from what I've heard from people that have seen it, that have like pre-release viewings and everything like that, is that it's good. Everything I've heard from people that have seen it are saying it's good, and they also saw it with people who don't even know what Warcraft is, and those people said that they really liked it. So that made me happy. The fact that there's people that don't even really know about Warcraft, and yet after seeing it they're interested in Warcraft. So I think that means they've done a good job, and I'll take, if it's like an 8 out of 10, that's what I'm hoping for. Like, I'm looking for an 8 out of 10 movie that makes me watch it and be like, that was really good. I want to go play some WoW and Warcraft stuff, and that was awesome. So that's what I'm hoping for. And will I be seeing it on release? Yes. I should definitely be seeing it on release. I feel like there's no reason for me to not see it on release. So yeah, I'm pumped. I'm ready. And it's really soon. Like, this came by very quickly. It's like 1 month away now. So yeah. Next question comes from Isaac Edmonds, and they ask, what would you prefer happen to the artifact weapons after Legion? So, if you haven't heard, you get your artifact weapon in Legion. That's going to be your main weapon. But when Legion is over, they don't plan on letting you continue to have that artifact weapon. We talked to some WoW devs about this at BlizzCon, me and Jesse, and they said their plans were to either have them go away in some way, kind of like, you've fought the Legion with these weapons, good job, now you don't need them anymore. And you're like, okay, which it's okay, I guess. Or they just become kind of outdated, but it's weird because they're like legendary weapons, and then they're going to become outdated, so it's like, are they that legendary really? Because then you go into the next expansion, you're like, my green sword of the bear is stronger than my legendary axe, and it's like, well, what are you going to do? So I think what they're going to do is they're going to do something like what they said at BlizzCon, to us at least, where they're like, hey, you used this weapon, and now it's time to give it back even. Or like, maybe you use, what's Thrall's hammer called? My mind's drawing a blank. I know it's called in my mind. Thunder Fury, right? It's Thunder Fury? Either way, you get it, and then maybe you give it back to him after the thing. Like, hey, I used it. It served me well. Here you go. Something like that. I think that's what'll happen. But, whatever. I'm fine. I don't really care. I think it'll just be fun to do that. Doing that meaning playing with artifact weapons for this expansion. We get to play with the artifact weapons. Sounds like little kids. It's like, yay, new toys. New toys for me. Okay, let's move on. Next question comes from Majora64 on Twitter, and they ask, why did you choose to main a Shadow Priest? And that's a funny story, actually, because I did not main a Shadow Priest on my priest at first. So, dating way back to 2009, I played a Dwarf Hunter for about an hour, and then I made Billy my Orc Hunter, and I leveled him to 60 in vanilla, and after I got him to 60, and I started doing some 5-mans, I realized people really needed healers. And I was like, I'll just make a priest then, right? Because everybody needs a healer. priests are healers, and you just go holy, and then you heal. So that's what I did, is I leveled my priest, got him to 60, and then I got into raids and groups, and I was a holy priest. And that's what I did for pretty much all of vanilla WoW. I just healed. And in Burning Crusade, I mained a gnome mage, and I really like my gnome mage. His name was Nomosaurus. That's where I got that from in my like first ever WoW video I made. And in Wrath of the Lich King, I mained a druid. The druid I'm actually flying around on right now. There he is. And I think playing a druid was one of my favorite things that I played in all of WoW. And after Wrath, I went back to my priest and went Shadow, because I was like, you know what? Let's bring out the priest again. Let's bring it back old school. Because it was Cataclysm, right? We're going back to Azeroth. I was like, let's do this. And then in Pandaria, I was just like, well, I guess I'll just keep playing my priest. And Draenor, I just kept playing my priest. So really, that's been my like character progression. But recently, I've really wanted to play a mage again. After playing the Alpha of Legion and doing all the storylines for the artifact weapons, mage was my most fun. And I had a lot of fun playing a mage. And I was like, you know what? Why don't I just play a mage? So I'll play a mage for Legion. That's what I'm planning on. I'll probably still get my this Tauren druid, and my priest, and then up to like 110. But I want to play a mage. That's what I'm really aiming for. So that's why I, quote, played a Shadow Priest, but it hasn't always been that way. Next question comes from Regurgitard, and they ask, Crendor, will you stream Total War Warhammer when it comes out? And yes, I will. I'm actually trying to get like an early access key for Total War Warhammer, because I got to play it at PAX East. It was very fun. I love Total War games. I actually just streamed twitch.tv/Crendor. Just streamed Total War Rome 2 the other day, because I remember buying that game and only playing it for like an hour and being like, alright, well, this game's not good. And apparently they've patched it like 17 times, so I tried it again. It was definitely better. And I wanted to get my money's worth out of it, and then I died. And I was like, alright. But I think original Rome Total War and Medieval 2 were my two favorite Total Wars. Even the original Medieval Total War is pretty good, but I like Medieval 2 a lot. So I'm really excited for Total War Warhammer, and I'm definitely going to stream it. Definitely going to play it a lot, and it should be fun. Next question comes from Clockwork Hoots, and they say, from back in the day to now, what is your favorite holiday event in WoW? I love this. I love this because this is like one of the most random holidays, and it's the Midsummer Fire Festival. So, coffee. I love the Midsummer Fire Festival, and I don't know why. I feel like a lot of it just stems from nostalgia, but I love the month of, like, the months it takes place during, like the summer months. It's like June and July. I love July. I mean, I've always just loved summer, and I don't know, there's just something about putting out fires and lighting fires and like fireworks. I don't know what it is, but I always have the same nostalgic feel of having the air conditioning on, being in Arathi Highlands. Ironically, I'm flying over it right now, which is kind of weird, and playing Arathi Basin. Like, this stems way back to like either Burning Crusade or Vanilla WoW, one of the two. I was in high school at the time, I know that much, and I just remember that air conditioning just being on full force. I think at the time I was also trying out Lord of the Rings Online. That's another weird memory, because I remember they were having like a Midsummer Fire Festival in that game as well. Yeah, I remember I played with like Steve, who I did relaxing raid runs with, and we would just run around and put out all the fires. And even like, I feel like I've done the Midsummer Fire Festival with a lot of people. I know I did it with Steve. I did it with my guildies in Wrath of the Lich King that I really enjoyed. That was like Old Man Williker's Rurikar, and some other people. I did it with Toaster Woman. We like went around and lit the fires. That was on Alliance because I always played Horde, and then we went and played Alliance because she's Alliance, and I was like, I'll make Crendor. So I made a Crendor dwarf, and I got to experience the Alliance side, and I don't know. There's something about the Midsummer Fire Festival. There's like the Christmas holiday I don't really care about, like whatever. Halloween's okay. Brewfest would probably be second. I think Brewfest would be my second favorite holiday. There's just something about the Brewfest. Like, everybody's happy. They're all like, and drinking, and I don't know. It's like a fun little thing. I like real life Brewfest stuff too, so that's probably why. We went to this one like golf course, and they had a Brewfest, and there was just this old German man, and he had this giant horn. I talked about this on Cox and Crendor, and he would just be like, burr, 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 burr. It was like Banjo-Kazooie-esque, and he would just go around and do that. And he did that for like 20 minutes, and people were like, all right, dude, this is getting a little overextensive. But that, you could tell that was what he lived for. He lived for that day. He was like, yes, it's finally time again. And he just like brought it off the fireplace mantle or something. So yeah, Midsummer Fire Festival. Next question comes from Adam Cowley, and they say, out of all your YouTuber friends, who is the most different IRL to their persona? And I picked this question because I wanted to think about it, and the more I thought about it, the more I realized I don't think any of them are really that different. Like, they obviously hype up their personality a bit when you're, on a show or entertaining or doing whatever, and you're like, whoa, but like, none of them are like different, if that makes any sense, right? I'm trying to like, seriously, I'm trying to think, and I can't think of anyone. I feel like our group of YouTuber friends and everything are probably just some of the most real people and YouTubers I've ever met. 'Cause, I mean, I've met people outside of our friend group, other YouTubers that are extremely different in IRL compared to their online personas. Like, I've met quite a few of them at like Twitch streamer events, YouTube parties, etc. And I would say everybody I'm friends with is just real people. They're not that different, and that's what makes it so cool, like getting to play games with them and hang out with them and everything. Is just they're just chill people, they're not in it. They're not like, yeah, I'm scamming the people with my fake personality to get a lot of money. It's like, no, dude, they're just all real. They're just all real people, and yeah, except Dodger. I'm just kidding. Or am I? No, I'm just kidding. All right, next question is Malagos on Twitter, and they say, Clash Royale thoughts? I love Clash Royale. That's like the only game I play on the phone right now. We all have a clan, and TB is at the top. I'm in second place. I passed up Sam. In our clan, so now it's me, or TB, me, and then Gmart passed up Sam, actually. And then it's Sam, Gerard, Jesse, Dodger, and other nerds like Sinvicta and all them are way down there. Whatever. I'm at like 2,300 trophies. TB's at like 3,000, but I found a pretty solid build that works. I love Clash Royale. Great game. It's kind of like a mini RTS game, which is why I think it's so fun. And hold on, can I like take the... It's gonna fly to the Zeppelin. I don't even know. Oh, it's over here. It's just a fun free game. I mean, you can spend money on it, but it's one of those games where you can actually do well without spending money, which is really neat. Yeah, next question comes from Noah Ailman, and they say, if you could be any sports general manager, what team would you GM? I know automatically it'd be the Green Bay Packers, because I've always been a fan of the Packers. I've always loved American football, and they're my favorite American football team. However, when I play things like Madden, yes, I play Madden. I generally just play franchise mode though, and then I simulate all the games, and I just kind of play it like an owner. I never really like play the game. That's just how I enjoy playing it. So the roster updates do actually matter to me. So like all they do every year is change the rosters, and I'm like, well, I like that because I just play it like an owner mode. Because I mean, if I didn't, no one cared. Whatever. So yeah. Next question comes from Martoof, and they say, "What happened to your Squishables, and what has been your favorite question?" Well, obviously, this is not my favorite question because I get to talk about Squishables, and if you didn't know, if you haven't followed me for a long time, about 3 years ago, 2 or 3 years ago, I found Squishables, and I was like, oh my god, these are amazing. They're just like stuffed animals, but they're like a ball of stuffed animals. So I got Cthulhu Squishable, Red Dragon Squishable. People just sent me these, most of them. I bought some of them myself, and they're in my office, they're in my room, they're like, I have a bunch of them, but people have stopped sending me them. So I mean, if you want to keep sending me them, by all means, send them my P.O. box. I do have a P.O. box. I should probably publish that more, because I don't think I have in a while. But let's see, I got Cthulhu sent by someone, Red Dragon. I think I bought the Yeti? I don't remember if I got it or if someone sent it to me. Someone sent me the giant Warble, like, Squishable, which is like $100, and it's just this giant beanbag, like, gray Warble Squishable. It is like crazy. It just sits over there by the window now. Cat used to attack it, so we had to move it away from him. And let's see, who's this one? Oh yeah, I got the Sloth Squishable. I bought that one. Bought the Sloth. There's no way I couldn't have bought the Sloth. I think there's a few more I got at home, but... Oh yeah, I just bought the Snake, because I got an email, and they're like, the Snake's going out, and I'm like, that's a cool Squishable, so I bought it. It's like half off. I love Squishables, man. Great stuffed animals. Well worth it. Check them out. Tell them Crendor sent you on Twitter. Next question comes from Mustafa, and they say, if Blizzard made a Cox and Crendor character, what would their quests be? Well, being that our character would be a Cox and Crendor two-headed ogre, that's what we've been pushing at them for a long time. We're like, we just want a Cox and Crendor two-headed ogre, and it just argues with the other one. Both the heads just keep arguing, and we'd probably just have a quest to do something really meaningless as a resemblance of our own careers. It's like, go collect 10 bear asses. That would be it. Quest would just be go collect 10 bear asses, and you don't even get anything. You get like a bear ass trophy for doing it. It'd be something stupid like that, but I think that would be really cool if I had my own NPC with Jesse. But, you know, that's up to them. I don't really care, you know, whatever. I'm not going to be like, I want to side. They better do it. Do they know who I am? Like, I don't care, dude. I've already... They don't owe me anything. I even got my own item in the game. I don't even need that much. And I'm like, shit, dude. I have my own belt. I haven't even gotten my own belt. Alright, and with that, my hard drive ended up filling up, so it cut off whatever I just recorded. So I'm going to end it here and have this nice little rainy, dark scenery be the final shot. So thank you for listening. If you want to ask a question, follow me on twitter.com/Crendor or facebook.com/Crendor, and wait till I'm like, hey everybody, I'm taking World of Crendor questions, go, go, go. And then ask me a question, and I might get on the show. So, yeah. Okay. See ya.